Alright, we're pre-spraying the carpets now, getting ready to start scrubbing at the Oreck orbiter. You can see the carpets have a fair amount of, let me shut this door, the carpets have a fair amount of stains. These are really worn out carpets too. There's a lot of rough spots in them where they've been torn up, and so we'll do what we can with them. Unfortunately, carpets like this, we can make them look really, really good, but they may not stay looking good very long because all the carpet protection's gone and they're completely worn out and flat. You can see right there, the threshold, the carpet's pretty much, the carpet fibers have been destroyed. We've got a red stain, which hopefully will come out when we clean. If not, we'll have to get it out with a steamer. Got some dark spots. The lights don't work. Alright, and it is 6:30 and the sun sets soon, so hopefully it won't get too dark to show this.
It won't.
Anyway, stay tuned. Alright, we're going to start bonnet cleaning now.
This one is real dirty.
Yeah, this is a basket case. This was something I think was a rush job and someone needs an apartment like yesterday, and so they don't have time. They probably would have replaced these carpets, but they got someone who needs in here super quick, so there's not time to do that because the carpet installers actually have to come about 70 miles to come here, so they have to set it up a few days in advance.
Well, it'll be alright. They want to get it done. They think it can be cleaned and salvaged for one more winter. So we're going to make it that way. It just takes time.
You see we got our hot water ready. Luckily this apartment has real hot water, so the hot water heater must be turned up pretty high. Yeah, there's a pretty good traffic area right here. It's just worn out. This is where they probably had their sofa sitting, and that's where their feet went. And they people grind their heels into the carpet as they're sitting, and it wears out the fibers. And so this will fluff them up pretty good, and when we rake it, it'll probably look decent, but the fibers are so worn out that they won't probably hold up for very long. They'll start looking flat again. This carpet needs stretched too. Oh, you might notice we're using a different Oreck orbiter than we usually use, and we had an unfortunate accident with the other one, and it got dropped. It was on the stairs, and it got dropped, and then when we plugged it in and tried to use it, smoke started coming out the top, and we decided let's just use the other one. So that's an unfortunate thing.
These machines are cheap. So if you break one, just buy another one and get back in business quick.
That's why we try to keep more than one machine around of whatever type we're going to use, because you never know when something can happen. And you can have an accident or someone can steal one. And then you better have a backup machine ready to go or you're not going to be able to work until you get it. So. But we still have it. We can keep it for like if we need any parts or anything. On one thing, if you start falling down the stairs when you're carrying a piece of equipment, just let the equipment go. Don't break your legs and everything trying to hang on to a machine that's probably going to end up getting broken when your legs break. So you might as well just let it go, and hopefully it doesn't bounce off the concrete too
Yeah,
hard.
these machines are only about, they're under $400. Go check it on our Amazon link and you'll see.
Yeah, they usually run around $360. Now, around, let's see, it was around March, no, it was probably late February, they actually went down to 224 for like a couple days, which would have been a great time to pick one up. But if you keep an eye on them, you can catch them sometimes when they go on sale. They go up to like usually about 380, and they'll drop down to around 340 and fluctuate. But if they get down in the 200s, you want to, if you've been wanting one, that's a good time to get it.
Now someone messaged us and asked us, how do you know when it's time to flip the bonnet over? And here's the deal. When you see dirt absorbing, your bonnet's fine. You'll actually see that you're going over these carpets with the bonnet and you're not really picking nothing up into the bonnet. That's a sign it's time to flip the bonnet or get a new bonnet or wash your bonnet out. But as long as you see it absorbing, you keep using that side because they absorb a ton of stuff before they need to be flipped over. They don't need flipped over every 40 seconds or nothing. This one's still absorbing, so even though I've done a lot of dirt, I'm still using it. So
now we're shooting this with our new Git 2 action camera, and we figured out today on this camera that if we buy one of those battery banks that you use to charge up your cell phone or whatever, this camera can be run without even having a battery in it if you have it hooked up to an external power supply. So instead of buying extra batteries for this camera, we're going to try this and see. We got like it's a 4,000 milliwatt battery, and we're going to see if it'll actually run a long time and save us from having to buy little batteries and have to install them all the time. But this camera is one of the few that you can get, and you want to make sure if you can run it, if it can be plugged in and charging while you're actually recording. This camera does allow that. It also allows you to be hooked up to HDMI and be recording, so you can have a monitor if you want to. You can hook it up to your TV, and you can actually record and see what you're recording on a TV or monitor. So that's kind of a nice feature too. A lot of other cameras don't do that, so this is it's a good feature. So hopefully we won't run out of batteries anymore like we used to do and have to shut the camera off all the time.
well, plus we've only shot like 3 or 4 videos with this camera, but the videos are much nicer.
Yeah, but a 10-minute video now takes us about, with our connection speed, we're looking at about a 7-hour upload, because we only have a 768K upload speed, and we rarely get that much. So when you live out in the sticks, that's one of the prices you pay if you make a lot of big videos.
Well, and another thing too, a lot of people, we're going to tell you right now, we are professional carpet cleaners, and that's how we really make our money. But we sell things. That's what this whole Amazon thing is about. If we can sell products, we will. And we normally, although we're professional carpet cleaners, we like to use products that normal people can buy off Amazon. Stuff that's normal stuff that you, and we show and demo how you can clean the carpet professionally with a product you can buy from Amazon. So that's the reason why we don't use like more professional equipment than this, because this does the job and people can buy it and do their own. So anyway, that's, a lot of people ask us why we don't have like a truck mount or something like that. Nothing against them, but we can't sell truck mounts off Amazon.
No.
We can sell these things, rug doctors.
No, if you've got the money and you want to spend, if you're willing to spend like $5 or $6 grand, you can buy, probably a lot better equipment than this. But you can also, you could probably get a rug doctor, an Oreck orbiter, and let's see, you need a good vacuum. You could probably, if you shop carefully, you can get all that for right at around $1,000 to get started. That's not too bad. You can go out and start making money, and when you're making money, you can save up and you can get a larger portable if you want.
If you want.
Yeah, or you could save up and get a truck mount at some point, start with a used one or something, and work your way up.
And it's not so much that the other stuff is better. It's just, it's just different. It's whatever style of business you want to work into.
Yeah, and if you get into carpet cleaning and figure out that it's not going to work out for you,
you're not invested heavily.
Yeah, you don't want to put too much money into it at first.
In case you can't get work or you decide you don't like it. Yeah. Some people don't like this. They get into it and think, what did I do? I just spent 40 grand on a van unit, and I don't like this business. Some people invest.
Yeah, it can be a tough business, so you don't want to put too much of your money into it because you don't want to be making huge payments every month unless you know you're going to have to work.
Yeah.
And you got to check your market. We only have 4 competitors in this general area, and they all have truck mounts. But they unfortunately they didn't do that great a job when they cleaned here. So we beat them all out just by doing a little bit better work than they did.
We've had this account for
5 years.
Yeah, a long time. And we
Well,
beat out 2 truck mount people to get it.
While you're doing that, I'm going to show them. This carpet is starting to shape up, and it still needs extracted. But you can see the carpet's, once again, awfully dirty. It's going to take a lot of scrubbing. He's basically about done with this room, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off, and we're going to show the rub doctor extracting the carpet. And we're going to do that because we need to get this done while we have daylight to show this living room, and then we'll finish the rest of it up off camera. But I'll probably make that a separate video, because what's this one running? About 9.5 minutes.
Oh, it's faster than I thought.
Yeah, but it's done a good job. It's scrubbed out all these darker areas and everything.
Whether you can see it on camera or not, this carpet was very dirty.
Yep. Well, anyway, we'll put up a video showing the rub doctor extracting the carpet, and that's probably about all we're going to be able to show with the available light. So you might stay tuned for that video. But until next time, thanks for watching.